Hey, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know, if you want a really good laugh, check out my new novel, The Comatose Adventures of Lenny Rose. It's available now at Amazon.com, or there's a link on the Boomer Alley homepage. And now, here's this week's video.
And now, a Boomer Alley video.
You know, I really appreciate all the wonderful emails I've been getting commenting on the Boomer Alley videos, and the vast majority of them are really very complimentary. But so far I've gotten 4 emails, well, just 4, that have said, we really like your videos, but is it possible for you to use your hands less when you speak? Well, and I've decided I'm going to try at least, because I've wondered about it myself. You know, I don't use my hands that much in normal conversation, but when I make a video, now of the 4 emails, only one, I really can't make a 1. Norma, you want to pop a 1 up there? Thank you. Only one of the 4 actually had a suggestion of how I might do it. The other 3... The other 3 said, well, just stop it. Sure, as if as we get older it gets easier and easier to give up bad habits. It doesn't work that way. I'm pretty sure that as we get older, well, that's when the really offensive bad habits just start kicking in. You know, for instance, like inappropriate scratching or forgetting to put your teeth in. You don't see very many young people cleaning their ears with car keys. You know, and I think that's pretty much a function of survival of the species. You know, once you have your car keys in your ears, you're going to have trouble finding someone to mate. Anyway, you know, I'm not sure exactly at what age it kicks in, but at some point, older people seem to think that they're invisible and we can't see what they're doing. Well, fortunately, I'm not at that age yet, and I do all my inappropriate scratching at home, just grossing out my family. And so I figured I'd at least try to use my hands less. So, I mean, I had a few suggestions that I thought about before I taped my hands together. Someone suggested that I just put my hands in my pocket, but come on, I'm a guy. You know what happens when guys have their hands in their pockets too long. I'm going to wind up playing with myself. You're not going to want to watch that. And I tried sitting on my hands, but, you know, after a minute or two, they were flying around like they usually do. But then I got that last email. And like the others, it asked if I could possibly use my hands less when I'm doing the videos. And I answered the way I usually do, which is, you know, when I don't use my hands, my mouth doesn't work as well. But that woman wrote back again. She said she was a psychotherapist and she thought she could help me, and that we could break this habit if we did a little hypnotherapy. Well, I'm an old sitcom guy, and I'm not going to let anybody hypnotize me. I mean, I've seen Laverne and Shirley hypnotize and act like chickens, and Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton, they were hypnotized at the Raccoon Lodge, and that didn't work out so well. And Maury Amsterdam was hypnotized on the Dick Van Dyke Show. This hypnotism thing, it's not so good. I mean, the last thing I want is to be acting like a chicken or singing Old Solo Mio every time the phone rings. So I wrote back to that woman and asked her if she could just hypnotize herself so that my hands don't bother her so much. And you know what? I think that's the solution. So if my hand movement usually bothers you when you're watching a Boomer Alley video, here's what I want you to do. You will love how I use my hands. And you will never miss a Boomer Alley video. And you will tell all your friends to watch Boomer Alley videos. If you don't, every time the phone rings, you will scratch inappropriately. But at least now, you'll have an excuse. At least that's what I think. When you wake up, visit Boomer Alley and let me know what you think. I'm Mark at boomeralley.com.
It's Boomer Alley, love.